Welcome to Mansfield Town News and Views. Tonight, usually I'm joined with John Fox, but he's running a bit late, so we might not be coming on tonight. But rest assured, he'll be with us later on, or if not, it'll just be me. But so basically, I'm back on now. I've managed to sort the connection issues that I've had out for a while now, so I can now live stream without any interruptions, hopefully. So so I'm just going to get straight into it, really. Last night's game against Colchester, a really frustrating one, obviously, with how the game panned out, especially with that penalty in the last minute, which should never have been. But I don't think anyone can really argue, to be honest with you. I mean, 7 points from 3 matches, I think we'd all have taken that at the start of the season, to be quite honest. I think we've got off to an amazing start, to be fair. I don't think anyone can argue with that. But obviously, the manner in which we conceded that late goal last night, was a kick in the teeth. But at the end of the day, it was one of them. We should be taking our chances more, to ease the pressure off, in my opinion. Like I say, guys, let us know your thoughts on the Colchester game as well last night in the comments below. If you went to the match, or what your view was it from the Colchester match. I just want to start off by saying, I think before the game, I think if you'd have said, we're going to get a point away from home, I think a lot of people would have taken that, to be quite honest with you, because again, it can be a hard place to go to anywhere kind of away from home. So, to get a point away from home, I don't think anyone can really complain about that, to be fair. Positives are we not lost yet? Yeah, exactly. 100%. I couldn't agree more. Like I say, it's disappointing with how it was the last minute they scored in. But again, it's still early days yet. We're only 3 games in, and we're playing some really good football under Nigel. Probably the best football that we've played since the David Flitcroft era, in my opinion. But again, I don't think anyone can have any complaints, to be honest with you. Yes, we should have taken more chances. But look, listen. We've still got a lot of games to be played yet, and I think anybody would have taken your hand off for that point, to be honest with you. Ryan, big test against Bradford this weekend. Yeah, it's going to be huge for us. As I say, they're definitely one of the favourites to go up this season. Got some quality players there. Obviously, Andy Cook, Derek Adams, obviously, who got Morecambe promoted last season. So it's without a doubt the biggest game so far of the season. But again, I mean, to be honest with you, we haven't done bad so far. I think we've had a really good start to the season, as I say, and undefeated. Playing some really good football. Like I say, it's best time to play them, I think, really. Guys, let us know your thoughts as always on all matters MTFC. So the thing is, the biggest thing for me, that penalty decision. Having had a look back at it a couple of times, I don't know what the referee saw, to be honest, because it was never a penalty in a million years. I'm not sure why he gave it. Frank Newbold didn't appeal for it. No Colchester player appealed for it, but yet the referee decided to. So who knows why? Who knows? But as disappointing as it was, though, we should be taking our own chances, because we had more than enough chances to put the game to bed. But look, end of the day, point away from home, 7 points from 3. Can't really complain at that, can you? To be fair, so we'll move on, and we'll improve. I'm just going to get down to some of your comments here, guys. Just bear with me a sec. Let's have a look. Curtis, early days for the team, but hope we can promote to next league. Yeah, I mean, like you say, it's early days. Let's not get too carried away. Obviously, it's there's a lot of new signings that we've made, and we've got off to the best possible start. So I don't think anyone can complain. And that just shows you how far we've come, to be honest, since Nigel's come in. One of your comments. Just bear with me a second, guys. I'm just getting used to this this website that I'm on at the minute. Ryan, what's your thoughts on Jimmy Knowles going out on loan? I think it's going to be good for him to get game time. Yeah, excuse me, 100%, Ryan. I mean, he's never going to get played this season in our team with the strike force we've got. So, it's one of them. It's not a surprise he's gone out on loan. I mean, he's still only 19, so I wouldn't really write him off, to be honest. He's still a young lad. Okay, he didn't have a great pre-season, and like I say, the competition in front of him is huge. But yeah, if he can, his first team football for him. He didn't do too bad at Notts County last season. He scored a few for them. Gone out to Scottish League. So his first team football is what he needs, to be fair. So I think it's the best thing for him, to be honest, in his development. And who knows, if he has a good loan spell, scores goals, then I'm sure Nigel will definitely we'll have him in his plans for next season. But I suppose that all depends on Jimmy himself, really, because he's got to go out on loan and not only get first team football, but to prove that he's a goal scorer, essentially. But yeah, it's a fantastic loan spell all around, and not much of a surprise at all, to be fair. But I think that's the best thing for him, because he was never going to start many games for us, to be honest with you. But no, listen, it's the best thing for him, and wish you the best of luck, Jimmy. Hope you have a good loan spell and come back stronger. Let's get down some more comments. Let's have a look. Dean, good evening, Dean. It's a very positive start to the season. That's because of the setup, and he has not gone silly signing loads of players. Yeah, I couldn't agree more, Dean. That's one thing that we didn't really need to do, in my opinion. Okay, yeah, we did have a poor season last season, there's no doubt, but he just needed tweaking up front, really, as well as in defence. But yeah, he's signed players that's improving us. So that's the most important thing. The players that he's brought in, they've had an immediate impact on us. We knew how good the midfield was last season, and you look at the players that were brought in, especially up front, as well as in defence. We look a solid side, and you can see that with the games that we've played this season. We're playing good football. We look really confident, and yeah, like I say, undefeated, third game in. And as I say, I think at the start of the season, if someone would have said to you 7 points from 3 games, I think you'd have taken that, wouldn't you, to be honest? Yes, it was disappointing not to win the game last night, which we should have done. We was a much better team, but it's one of them. If you can't take more chances, then you're going to ultimately pay for it. Yes, okay, it was never a penalty. Never in a million years was it a penalty. But look, we move on. Plenty more games to go this season. But like I always say, if you win your home games, you draw your away games, then you're going to be up there. So yeah, absolutely. We can only get better as the season goes along, in my opinion. Let's get down some more of your comments, guys. Coal Miner Man, good game. First off, should have put chances in, but take away point. Never a pen. Bring on Bradford. Yeah, I agree with all of that. Yeah, absolutely. That's what I mean. We were so dominant. They was really poor, to be honest with you. I mean, up until that point, they haven't scored a goal this season, Colchester, and you can see why, to be honest, because it was just long ball, and terrible. But yeah, like I say, never a penalty. And we move on. That's just football. But at least we've got a game a couple of days later to put that right. So yeah, and I've no doubt that we will. But yeah, great comment. Just getting down to some more of your comments, guys. Right, hang on a second. Ryan, we got the front man now, so just got to get some clean sheets now. Yep. And be stronger at the back so we don't give goals away. Yeah, that's it, Ryan. That's it. I mean, look, at least we're creating chances. Okay, I know we did waste a lot of chances last night, but at least we're creating them. And to be fair to their keeper, he did pull off a couple of good saves, to be fair. So, But yeah, look, we know the quality that we've got up front as well as throughout the team. We know that, but again, this team's only going to get better, you know. But no, overall, you know, performance-wise, you know, one of the best performances I think we've had, to be honest with you. It's just ironic that we didn't win it, to be honest. But everything else, we were solid. You know, played some really good football, looked comfortable on the ball. Everything was spot on. It was just a shame we couldn't not only take more chances, but see the game out. But, you know, that's football for you. But again, undefeated into the season, coming up against Bradford, which, yes, it will be a tough game, but I don't know. I think we've still got a good chance, to be fair, if I'm honest here. But we'll talk about that Bradford in a few minutes. We'll just get down some more of your comments, guys. But yeah, I couldn't agree more. John Fox, sorry can't be there. Work emergency. I'll be on next time. We have both made changes to our system, so expect top-notch content. Again, apologies. Yeah, no worries, John. No worries, mate. Yeah, no worries, mate. You know, like I say, no worries at all, mate. But thanks for tuning in anyway, mate. Appreciate that. But no worries, mate. Let's have a look. Some more of your comments, guys. Let's have a look. Hope there's a big crowd for this weekend game and get behind the lads. Yeah, it will be. It's going to be a massive crowd. You know, you'd expect Bradford to sell their allocation out. There was a Facebook post earlier saying that there's still 200 tickets available from the away end, but you'd expect them to all be gone. And yeah, you know, Bradford, you know, they're definitely the favourites in my opinion to go up. As I say, they've got an experienced manager. They've signed some top quality players. One of which is Andy Cook, who got an hat-trick last night, so he'll be wanting to prove a point. But I don't think we should really worry about other teams, to be honest, because I think we've got enough in our locker to really cause any teams problems in this league. You know, all we need to do is just tighten the defence up, not make mistakes, and just be more clinical, if anything. So, yeah, you know, it's going to be a tough game, no doubt. But, you know, I don't see why we can't get a result on Saturday, to be fair. You know, I'm sure the players will want to make up for last night's match by being more clinical. So it's going to be a big test for us as well, you know, and this is what you want. You want to see how we're going to come up against it, how we approach it. So it's going to be a big test for us as well against a side that's going to be there or thereabouts come end of the season. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. We're really looking forward to Saturday. Yeah, I can't wait for that at all. So, obviously, with Bradford coming to town on Saturday, would you make any changes to the team, or would you keep it the same as last night? You know, would you make, well, like I say, so would you make any changes, or would you keep it more of the same as last night? Because to be honest with you, I thought the team that was put out last night should have won it. You know, played really well. So personally, I wouldn't really change much, if I'm being honest with you. But that'd be interesting to see if Nigel does change anything to the team. Let's get down some more of your comments, guys. Right. We have a strong team this season, but a tough match against Bradford. Yeah, it will be. It's going to be tough, but then again, it's one of them. You know, I think you look at the start that we've had. You know, come up against Bristol Rovers, a side that's going to be challenging to get up there. Newport, who definitely will be up there come end of the season. So we are faced against some decent sides so far this season. But again, it's still early days, isn't it? You don't really want to read too much into it because there's so many games to be played yet. But again, it's such an amazing start that we've had to the start of the season, and again, it's what you want, really. You know, we couldn't have asked for anything better than that, to be honest. Curtis, football is a funny game, mate. Anything happens, well, yeah, it can, and this is it. You know, that's just how football is. But yeah, I don't think anyone can really complain, to be honest with you. You know, like I say, we've got the crowds back. You know, we're playing some really good football. You know, probably the best football that we've played again since the David Flitcroft era, in my opinion. And again, it's just all positive things to say, to be honest with you. And I can only see us getting better as the season progresses, to be honest with you. But yeah, absolutely. It's so many positives to take from things, really. But yeah, I mean, it's against Bradford. I mean, I wouldn't really change too much if I'm being honest with you. I don't think we need to change a lot if I'm being honest with you, because we played really well. We're undefeated, so you don't really want to change an undefeated team, in my opinion. You want to keep it more of the same if you can. Bar injuries, of course. You want to keep it more of the same. So I wouldn't really make any changes to Saturday. I think the only change that I would potentially make is, replace Oates for Hawkins, because he's had a really good start to the season, in my opinion. So I'd perhaps change Oates for Hawkins. Not to say Oates hasn't done well, but I just think Hawkins has started off better, in my opinion. But again, you look at the bench when things aren't working. The strength and depth we've got at the club is just phenomenal, So, just feel really confident on Saturday, if I'm honest with you. Excuse me. But yeah, Coal Mining Man. Hopefully one call become a fortress this season under Clough. We should fear no team at home, really confident. Yeah, that's where we've got to approach it. You know what I mean? Let's not fear anybody. Let's just go out there and play our stuff and not worry about anyone else. Because, as I say, 2 home games, 2 wins. And like I say, you win your home games, you draw your away games, and that's promotion form. You know what I mean? And of course, we don't want to get too carried away with the good start that we've had, because a lot can change quickly in football, as we know. But if we can, keep this undefeated run going for as long as, and just improve our home form, then we've got a good chance, to be honest with you. We've got some real quality in the team, and again, I can only see this team getting better, to be fair. When we shouldn't fear anybody. Yes, it's going to be a tough game on Saturday, and it's going to be against a side who's going to be challenging like ourselves. But again, if you want to be up there, you want to test yourselves, to be fair. So yeah, I don't think we should fear any team, if I'm being honest with you. We should go out there, play our stuff, and let them worry about us. Let teams come to Mansfield and worry about us and what we're about now. So yeah, that's how we should approach every match, to be fair. And I'm sure Nigel will be saying something under the similar lines, to be fair. And obviously, one player we have got to look out for is Andy Cook, who, to be honest with you, Andy Cook's one of them players. He just never really found his feet in Mansfield, to be fair. And it's a strange one, because obviously prior to signing him, he scored goals at Tranmere and Warsaw, and for whatever reason, it just didn't really work out for him, to be fair. But he is someone that can get you goals at this level, so we have got to be aware of him. I'm sure he'll want a point to prove as well. As I say, he scored a hat-trick last night, so he'll be really up for that. But you look at the whole squad of Bradford; they've got no other different threats all over the pitch that we've got to keep an eye on. But I just fancy us against anyone, to be fair, with the squad of players we've got. We've got enough experience in there and youth to cope with that, if I'm being honest with you. So yeah, but no, we can't underestimate any team, to be honest with you. But yeah, so far there will be the most toughest test so far this season, Bradford. But again, you've got to play them at some point, haven't you? So let's not really worry too much about that and just focus on what we've got to do, really, to be fair. But yeah, so Nigel mentioned a couple of times now we're after a centre half, and I think that's the only position we need to strengthen on, to be fair, because I think every other position's been more than covered now. We're strong all over the pitch now, but I think another centre half is a need, is a must, because my only fear is if James Perch gets injured and is out for a while, then I do fear for our defence, because I think centre half wise, I think he is the best centre half we've got, to be honest. So if we can try and bring in somebody with experience, similar to James Perch, or that's played a lot of games, then it will be beneficial to us, because he's been solid since he's been moved back there, to be fair. So that's the only concern I've got is if anything happens to James Perch, then we'll have a bit of an issue on our hands, to be honest. So hopefully we can get another centre half in before the transfer window shuts. But we've still got a couple of weeks, so hopefully we can get somebody coming in for that. But yeah, like I say, another topic I want to talk to you guys as well about is there's been a lot of a debate recently at the club, debating whether or not to carry on programmes for the rest of the season due to costs. It's one of them. I'm just going to put this out there. I mean, how many of you guys would be disappointed if we stopped making programmes, or how many of you would you wouldn't be bothered if they did or not? To be fair, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. So, how many of you guys would be disappointed if they stopped programmes, or wouldn't you really bother if they stopped making them? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. It's one of them. I think if you stop making programmes, I think it just takes that experience away from football, because it's one of them. It's like a tradition, isn't it? You turn up to a game, you get yourself a programme, and you have a read through of that. And I just think it's part and parcel of football for a supporter, to be honest. And it's been such a long tradition. But I do understand everything is online now. Everything's digital now. So I understand, we can get a lot of information online. But for me personally, it'd just be strange going to a match and not having programmes. But there are certain teams out there that have took that approach where they have stopped selling programmes. And I don't know. I just think it's something, that should be just debated, really, because I think it's one of them. Without that, it just kind of takes the experience away, to be honest with you. But I want your thoughts on it as well, guys, on that as well. Let's have a look. But yeah, again, it's been such a great time though, on it being back in the stadiums, being able to be around people and just be involved in everything again. It's great being able to just again go into the matches, and again, it's just been such a long time coming from us, really. Yeah, another thing as well, just to update you guys on as well, for those that are new to the page, basically, what we're trying to do is we have ex-players on it, as well as other fans as well from other teams as well, discussing matters as well. So yeah, and as you can see, this is a new setup now, a new layout, because every time I've tried to stream in the past, it's just always managed to not gone down well, but now thankfully we've managed to sort the live stream out now. So right, it's getting down to some more of your comments, guys. Coal Mining Man. Over the years, Mansfield have produced good match day programmes. I've always brought one, so it'd be sad to see them finish. Well, yeah, I mean, I know it's only a programme and people might not think anything of it, but I just think it's a part of the match day experience, if anything, though. I mean, okay, I know not everybody gets a programme. A lot of people don't bother, but I don't know. I just think it's one of them. I mean, personally, I've got low end of Stags programs. I mean, I've got no end of them, and I'm sure a lot of people have got more than me. That's been going a lot longer than what I have. So you kind of, I don't know. It's like generations passed down, isn't it, from fans, really. If anything, but I don't know. I just thought I'd put it out there because it's really split opinion, and I think it's a good talking point, really. Get down to some more of your comments. Ryan, we've got two here. What would your lineup for this weekend's game, Mark? No, that's a good question, Ryan. Well, as I said earlier, I wouldn't really change much. I'd keep the defence. I keep obviously Bishop in goal. The midfield again, I'd keep that the same. I think the only change I would make would be I'd change. I'd swap Hawkins for Oates. But other than that, I wouldn't really change much, to be honest with you, Ryan, because we've been playing some really good football, and we're undefeated, and I'd keep it more of the same if possible, injuries permitting and what have you. But I'd keep it more of the same, Ryan, to be honest with you. What about you? Would you change it? Or would you keep it the same? Let us know your thoughts on that. But I'd keep it more the same if I'm being honest with you, Ryan. I wouldn't really want to change much if I'm being honest. And could you get an interview with Richie Walker? Now that would be a great interview. I'll try my best, Ryan. I'm not going to promise because it's one of them. I've messaged no end of ex-players, and there's times where I can hear back from them. There's other times where I don't hear from them. So I'll try my best, Ryan. I'm not going to make any promises, but I'm hoping so. I've been really lucky. I've been lucky enough to interview some really quality players. Matt Green, who was a fantastic guy. So great reminiscing over the good times. Matt Reed, Sasha Studer, so many of the ex-players that I've just took the time out, and every single one of them have been fantastic. And Johnny Mullins, who I recently interviewed as well. So I'll try my best to get people on, but as I say, I'll have to. I'll let you know, guys. Anyway, but it's really hard because obviously a lot of ex-players now, they're working or they're just busy, So it's hard to tie them down, to be fair. But I'll do my best. That's what I can really say. Let's have a look. Curtis, it's good for the fans to be in the stadium again, for all the players to hear fans cheering the team on. Well, it is, Kurt, because it's one of them. We've been all locked up now for, I would say, 18 months. We've been away from friends, family, and just day-to-day life, just being able to do anything in life, really. So it's an amazing feeling, just being able to be out and just doing things we love, really, to be honest. And, hopefully it's going to stay like that now. But like with anything in life, we'll just have to see what happens. But, it's been great being back. 100%. Ryan, like to see Gordon come back in, and agree with Hawkins needs to come back in. Yeah, I mean, I think it was a bit strange seeing Gordon drop for Hewitt, but again, I didn't think Hewitt did bad. I mean, he scored the goal. I think he struggled a bit first half against Newblay on that left-hand side, but other than that, I think he grew into the game, Hewitt, and he had a good game, to be honest. But again, there was no one you could really fault for last night's game, to be honest with you. Everybody played well, so it was really hard to pick a standout performer because a lot of players played well in it, to be honest. And Colchester was really poor, to be honest. I mean, they were just they just didn't have anything about them. If you went to the game or you saw it on iFollow, they didn't. They looked so flat. They were long balling it. They didn't cause us any problems. That's what made it even more frustrating that they got something from that game because, we was a much better team on the night. But as I say, don't get me wrong, it was a poor decision by the referee. Never in a million years was it a penalty. But at the same time, we've got to be taking more chances. So, but it depends how you look at it, to be fair. But look, a point away from home's, you can't complain at, to be honest with you. 7 points from 3 games, who would have thought would have done that, So, yeah. But Gordon's really impressed me, to be honest with you. And I've been a big critic of Gordon, to be honest with you. But he started the season really well. To be fair to him, he's really improved from the games I've seen him in. So credit to him for that. But I mean, like I say, it's just really good times for us. Obviously, since Nigel's come in, there's been a massive shake up, and especially this season, the players that we've signed, it's just all promising signs that we've got a good chance of doing something this season. I know we're only 3 games in, and we don't want to get carried away because it's way too early too. But it's all positive stuff, and let's hope we can just continue this unbeaten run, and yeah, just see where it takes us, if anything, guys. Really. But yeah, I'm hoping to either tomorrow at some point is what I like to try and do as well. I like to try and get a fan from other teams, so I'm hoping to get a Bradford fan on tomorrow to also discuss the preview to that match. But like as always, guys, I'll let you know on the page and any updates. And I'm hoping to get some more ex-players on here, but again, it's just finding the time to get them on here, really, to be honest. But yeah, I'll let you know on that one, guys. But yes, another thing that we know that's going to be happening is we're going to get a new scoreboard finally. I think that's one of the things that we've needed to do for a while, to be honest with you. But yeah, finally we're getting a new scoreboard. From my understanding of it, it's going to be before Christmas time, so it's not going to be any time soon. But yeah, we're finally going to be seeing the back end of the scoreboard we've got now, which is a complete waste of space, So there's that as well. But yeah, as I say, it's just great to be back, great to be doing podcasts, great to be talking to you guys as well, whether you're watching or listening to this across all platforms, because we're actually streaming this on YouTube and Twitter as well. So yeah, absolutely fantastic stuff. Let's have a look. Ryan, try and get an interview with Kevin Pilkington. I'll try my best, Ryan. You know what I mean? I will try my best to. Like I say, it's one of them. That's all I can really say at the minute. I'll try my best to get people on. But like I say, I'll let you guys know on the page as well with any updates that I get on that. But yeah, it's just really difficult to get people on, if I'm honest with you. But I'll keep trying. I'll keep trying my best. I will, and see what happens. Let's have a look. More of your comments here. Cole Marneman, ex-Stags players always seem to come back and bite us. So Cook and Liang will hopefully have a bad game Saturday. Yeah, no, that is very true. Very true indeed. This is the thing, they've got threats from all over the pitch. Bradford have. They're definitely, well, in my opinion, and I'm sure in a lot of other people's opinion, they are definitely the favourites for this season. So yeah, it's going to be a tough one. 100% the toughest game we've faced this season so far. But let's not worry about them. Let's just let them worry about us, and let's show them what we're capable of. But yeah, we've got to be wary of them, especially Cook coming off a hat trick last night, banging form, and he'll want to prove a point to us as well. And same for Liango, to be honest. Both players that we had a lot of expectation for, but never really hit the ground running, to be honest with you. So yeah, they'll both want to really prove a point on Saturday. But yeah, let's just say we do enough to be solid enough to try and stop that. Let's have a look. Ryan would love to see the Bishop Street stand done up. Yes, I think we all would, to be fair, Ryan. I think it's one of them. It would be nice to get more Stags fans in the ground and have all sides open. But like John said before, the only time that would happen is obviously when we get promoted and that. So I don't know when that's going to be. Hopefully this season. But yeah, I agree with what you're saying. Because it's one of them. When there was that debate on what should have been built first, the hotel or Bishop Street stand, I think 9 times out of 10 Mansfield fans was like, yeah, get Bishop Street done. Let's get that sorted now, because we want more people as what we can get in the stadium. So let's get that done up as soon as we can, which will hopefully be for next season if we go up. But we'll see on that one. So yeah, just a final couple of points before I go off tonight. Usually I do come on with John Fox, but he's running a bit late today, so we'll try and get him on next week. So yeah, like I say, I'm hoping to get a preview done tomorrow with a Bradford City fan. If I do, I'll be streaming it on here. So just to let you guys know as well. But like any updates or whatever, I'll let you know on the page, along with everything else. Coal Miner Man should make Bishop Street save standings so kids can enjoy the game like we did in the North Stand, better atmosphere. Yeah, that's what I mean. We should do something with it because, like I say, it gets more people on the ground, and again, it's just having all sides open, really, which is what we need, really. I mean, I get where Radford's coming from because of the attendance. I think the reason behind it is we're not getting as many fans in, which I understand, but at the same time, I think a lot of people would go in the Bishop Street stand if it was to be done up this season. But it is what it is, unfortunately. But he's always said he'd only do it up if we got promoted. So hopefully that'll be this season. But we'll just have to wait and see on that one. Unless anything else changes, which I don't think it will. We'll see. I mean, it's gone a bit quiet though, to be fair, on it, because especially with the hotel as well, because there was a big thing saying that we're going to have a Hilton hotel built there. Hampton by Hilton, sorry. But that's gone really quiet, that has. So I don't know if that's still happening or not. Nothing's really been said about that, so I'm not really sure if that's still going to be a thing. I don't know, but we'll have to wait and see on that one. But yeah, just last one here for you guys. What's your predictions as well for the Bradford City game? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. So what are you predicting for this weekend? We're gonna say win, loss, or draw. What's your predictions for this weekend's game against Bradford? See, my prediction is it's a tough one. I want to say win, especially being back at home. And I'm not saying because we are more than capable of winning, but I don't know. I'm going to say draw. I think it'll be a very tight game. I think obviously both teams. I can see it being an end-to-end kind of game. Both teams attacking, so I can see it being one of them games. But no, I'm gonna say a draw. I don't know why. I just got a feeling it'll be a draw. To be fair, but hopefully we'll win. But now I'm going to say draw. And just to read a couple more comments here before I jet. Ryan, Mansfield 3, Bradford 2. Hopefully, Coal Miner Man, Stags 2, Bradford 2, and Kurt draw. Yeah, I mean, it's one of them. It is. It's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a tough one to predict the Saturdays. But hey, who knows? We'll... as long as we can keep this undefeated run going, as long as what we possibly can, that will be good for us as well. But if we can win on Saturday, it'll be a real statement of intent, because again, facing against a side that's going to be there challenging at the end, for the end of the season, it will be a real starting, real result of intent from us. To be fair, I think we're more than capable of winning. I think we've got more than enough to compete with anyone in the league, to be honest. I mean, you look at when we played Preston in the Cup a couple of weeks ago. Okay, yeah, we lost 3-0, but for much of that game, we played some really good football, and we more than matched them. Yeah, the difference was they took their chances and we didn't. But had we could have potentially gone through in that round. So I don't know what happened there. But yeah, with I'm going to say draw for this weekend. I'm going to say a draw, I think. But yeah, thanks again, guys, for tuning into the podcast tonight. Appreciate you taking your time out. Thanks for the support of the page. I'm just really glad that I can live stream again on here, to be honest with you, because I've had no end of connection issues in the past. Yeah, so as I say, guys, appreciate the support as always. Thanks again, Ryan, Kurt, Coal Miner Man, and everyone else for tuning into it. Appreciate the support as always, and let's hope we can get another win on Saturday. Let's hope we can get back to winning ways against the Bradford City team who was banging form. But let's hope we can turn up to that and just get the 3 points really. Just read the last couple of comments before we go off. Ryan, hopefully a good turnout from home fans can be a game changer. Yeah, it can be, Ryan, and that's it, because they're going to make a big noise. Look, they have big support enough as is anyway. I think they have over 14 or 17,000 at home, big support club. So they're going to make a noise. Going to sell out their allocation. So yeah, we know that. But like you say, let's make the Mill a really good atmosphere. Let's get the Q Block rocking. Let's get behind them from minute one. Not stop singing. And I don't see why we can't do it. To be honest with you, I don't see why we can't win it. But yeah, like I say, really looking forward to it. Come on up the Stags, and Ryan, brilliant, Mark, thank you. Yeah, thanks again, guys, appreciate that. And again, hope to have many more ex-players on the page, as well as more content. So thanks again, guys. You guys are really awesome for keeping the page going. And yeah, let's hope next time we'll be talking about 3 points against Bradford, and we'll get back to winning ways. So thanks again, guys, for watching, and we'll speak soon. Take care.